Hi, so in this video, we're going to create a servicer in the track system. So we're looking at the home screen right now, but if we follow the navigation bar down the side, we see the servicers tab. Just click on that, and we see that we've got new and edit servicer here. So we're going to first create a new servicer. So we click on new, and we're presented with this form. So in Tracks, we only provide the name of the person that we want to have access to the system. We don't put in their tax file numbers or their street address or their contact details. That's not what Tracks is used for. If you need to keep your employee or contractor's information, you need to do that in a different system. So here I'm going to create one for myself. I'll create a servicer for myself. So we've got Jake Bradford, and now we need to give this account a username and password so that we can actually log into it. So I've gone Jake as my username and Jake as my password. Now this password, when this account is first logged into, it's going to ask you to change the password to it. So when I go and log into my account, Tracks will force me to change my password. That's because the administrator has told me what my password is, and no one should ever know someone else's password. That's password security 101. So we'll set this temporary password. Service length of 2 hours. That's a feature that we're slowly removing from the system. You can just leave this as 2 because it doesn't really do anything anymore, and we'll soon remove it. The next one down, permission group. So this one's very important. This is the one that dictates how much access a particular person has to all the features of Tracks. So in this case, I've already set up 2 different permission groups, and I'll go through in a different video how you can actually change each of these permission groups and what they can do. But our first one here, secretary. So this is the one, these are the people that work in your office. So they probably manage all the scheduling of the clients' jobs and the clients themselves. They have access to a lot of data in the system. But then we have standard servicers. So these are the people that are actually going out and doing the jobs for you. They only need access to the information regarding their particular jobs and no one else's. So in this case, I'm going to just create a standard servicer account just for myself. So I'll click create, and it does that. So now we can see it says successfully created a new servicer. So if I go back to the servicers tab, I can now edit that one. So I can go edit servicer. See here we've got the administrator account, which I'm currently logged into, and we've also now got the second account, the second servicer called Jake Bradford. So I can click on modify. If you need to, you can go set a new password for them. So they might have forgotten their password. So in this case, I might just set the password to be Bradford. And we'll see over here, now it's saying, yes, I want to force the servicer to change their password at the next visit. It's very, very uncommon for you to uncheck this. I would only expect you to uncheck this if the person is sitting behind the keyboard typing out their own password and you don't know what it is. Only the person that owns the account needs to know their own password. No one else needs to know it. So if they've called you up, if they're on a job and they've forgotten what their password is, you can come and reset it. You can come and type in whatever you need to type in so that they can have access to it. But I would highly recommend checking this tick box so that when they do log in, it forces them to change their password. It's very important that you don't know their password. And now you can also void this person. So when you void them, they won't have access to the system anymore. They will be logged out and they won't be able to log back in again. So this is for security reasons. So someone may resign from your workplace and they no longer need access to the system. You come into their profile here and you just check this box and mark them as voided, and they can no longer log in. So I'm not going to click apply, but if you want to make those changes, you just click apply and it will give you a success message just saying that you've successfully modified that servicer.